Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Sumukarcha ekadantascha kapilo kajakarnakaha lambodharascha vikato vignarajo vinayakaha dhoomaketur ganadhyakshaha palachandro gajananaha वक्रतुण्डः सूर्पकर्णो हेरम्बः स्कन्दपूर्वजः शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये यस्यद्वरदवक्त्राभ्याः पारिषद्भ्याः परस्परं विघ्नं निघ्नन्ति सततं विश्वक्सेनं तमाश्रये गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय कृष्णाय अक्लिष्टकारिणे नमो वेदान्तवेद्याय गुरवे बुद्धिसाक्षिणे कृष्णद्वैपायनं व्यासं सर्वभूतहिते रतं वेदाच्च भास्करं वन्दे समाविनिलयं मुनिं नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् जन्माद्यस्य यतः अन्वयात् इतरतश्च अर्थेषु अभिज्ञः स्वरात् तेने ब्रह्महृदायः आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः येजोवारिमृदा यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि गर्भः प्रोच्चितकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवम् अत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृदि अवरुध्यते अत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिः तत्क्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखात् अमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिकाः भुवि भावुकाः. Now with Swami's grace, let us continue from where we left off in our last session. Came up to Slokam 4 in Adhyayam 28, Skandam number 3. Swami is describing how the discipline of turning the mind to the discipline of moving away from the creation to the creator. We saw in Slokams 2, 3 and 4 is describing what we should do. Ahimsa, Satyam, Asteyam, Yavata, Artha Parigraha, like that. Brahmacharya, Tapaha, Shaucham, Swadhyaya, Purusha, Archanam. So all these things I must do. Now let us continue and see what Bhagavan says in Slokam number 5. Maunam Sat Asana Jayaha, Thairyam, Pranajaya Sanehi, Pratyaharascha Indriyanam Vishayan, Manasa Suti. Maunam Sat Asana Jayaha, Thairyam, Pranajaya Sanehi, Pratyaharascha Indriyanam Vishayan, Manasa Suti. Maunam, silence, we have spoken about this number of times. Silence of the mouth, the tongue, as well as, most important, silence of the mind. Right? And that is to be practiced. Sat asana jaya. Sat means good, beneficial, asanam, postures, jaya, controlling that. Change the way I sit, the way I walk, right? All these things are important, And when we sit in a position, for example, we must sit properly, maintaining a good posture. It is not only good for physical health, but also for mental health. If I sit properly, I'm able to breathe properly. If I'm able to breathe properly, my physical health becomes better, and so is my mental health also. Because the better I breathe, the more peaceful I become. So, Sat Asana Jaya. Thairyam, persevering, steadiness, not giving it up. Initially, I may not get it. but continuing without determination and perseverance and being steady in that. And also, the asanam, the posture that I do, must also be steady. I should not be changing positions, every few seconds and minutes and all that. I must sit steady throughout. It's not a problem. Once I practice it, then it becomes very easy to do. Pranajaya, controlling our breath. This history, where all of you know about this. Nowadays, many pranayama exercises are there. There are at least 3 basic pranayama exercises that we must do on a physical level. Pranajaya also means the not only to do with the breathing in, breathing out, holding the breath and all that. That's very important. It has to be done very slowly. But also taking in all the things happening around me. The thoughts, the observations, the likes, the dislikes, whatever, the anger, pleasures, displeasures, whatever is happening, take them in. Study them. And give out things that are not beneficial. That is also part of pranayama. This is a very important exercise. Mentally, I must do it. I must continuously doing this. So many impressions we have throughout the day, and so many impressions we carry. The residual impressions we carry from our previous births, and also from this birth, from whatever we have done and whatever we have thought or spoken. So these impressions continue to be attached to us, right? So different things happen. So take all of them in, don't reject anything, analyze and then give out and expel things that are not beneficial. So both are important. Prana Jaya. Jaya, of course, means victory. And victory appears only through that only with practice. And Sanehi, this looks so daunting. How can I sit in one position, posture, for hours together, at least for half an hour together, as an example, right? And how is it possible? My body is fidgety, I move here, move there. Then at the same time, the prana, the breath control, and then evaluating and rejecting the non-beneficial thoughts, evaluating the thoughts in the mind, on a conscious basis. All these things looks daunting in the beginning. So the next word is sanehi, slowly, gradually. Nothing should be attempted or desired or sought as an immediate cure. In just like anything else in nature, everything has got its function of time. So gradual, be patient, persevering. Sanehi, pratyaharascha, indriyanam vishayan manasa. Manasa, indriyanam vishayan pratyahara. The mind follows, the senses follow their object. Indriyanam vishayan, indriya, the senses follow their sense objects. That is their job. Nothing wrong in that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that, because that's what they're made to do. That's the only job, and they all do only one function except the tongue. And everything else, that's only one function. And that function allotted to it, it does it. And it has to do it healthily. That we have to take care of it. That's another issue. But I cannot interfere in the eye looking at something. I naturally will go to the sense object of vision only. But I can control my mind from not following it. Manasa pratyahara. Withdraw the mind, control the mind, stop the mind from chasing, from following the senses and chasing the sense objects. That's the control I must establish. Okay? So, Maunam, Sat Asana Jaya, Thairyam, Prana Jaya, Sanehi, Pratyahara Cha Indriyanam Vishayan Manasa, Hrudi. And when, how can I control the mind and prevent it from following the senses to the sense objects? See, you've got to understand, the sense objects, mind does not, there is a thing called in between. The senses are in between the mind and the sense objects. Always understand that. So, but the senses go to the sense objects. Let it. The mind should not follow that. So that can be done, but to prevent it, I must place the mind in Hrudi, in my Hrudayam, look inwards. Tell the buddhi, tells the mind, look here, not there. Okay? That's the practice, Sanaihi. Then gradually, with Thairyam, with steadiness and perseverance, I must follow. Maunam, Sat Asana Jayaha, Thairyam, Prana Jayaha, Sanaihi. Pratyaharascha Indriyanam Vishayan Manasasati. Number 6. Dishyanam Ekadese Manasa Pranadharanam Vaikunta Leelabhidhyanam Samadhanam Tata Manaha. Slokam number 6. Slokam number 6. Dishyanam Ekadese Manasa Pranadharanam Vaikunta Leelabhidhyanam Samadhanam Tata Atmanaha. Now, this the Swadhishnyanam is very important. People call it different chakras, right? The places of energy, of Shakti, or whatever, Mooladharam, from all the way going up, right? And right up to Sahasraram. And so it's called, some people call it the circle of air, or whatever. These are all words. The point is, there are different points, not in the body, because Mooladharam is not at the base of the spine. And we got to understand, heart is not the physical heart. Same way when you say Mooladharam is in the base of the spine, it does not mean physically it is the base of the spine. Spine's base you can see physically, but that's a location, right, from which all our sound and all emanates. So like that, there are 6 places out there, and focus on any one of them. Sadhishyanam Ekadese. I can select Ajna Chakra if I want, between my eyebrows, or I can select my Hridayam and focus on the love that is present there, beautifully described in effulgence in Narayan Suktam. So whatever I want, but focus the mind on that. That is Hrudi. Okay? So, Swadhishnyanam Ekadese, in that one place, Manasa Prana Dharanam. See, the mind must place my whole being. Prana is just more than life force. Life force is a very crude translation of that. We saw that earlier, I believe. And but whatever it is, I know that is the thing that makes me active and gives me the consciousness. Okay, that thing, with the mind, place it, dharanam, fix it in ekadese, in one place, in any of the 6 vital energies that we have in our body. Locations, not again physically. Physical locations are approximate places. But please remember, you can select any one and fix your mind there. Swadhishnyanam ekadese manasa pranadharanam. Then, while I'm doing that, instead of looking to see, my Ajna Chakram between the eyebrows, and where is it, my thing is, I think that direct my mind to the place between my eyebrows. That I can do. Like you can do, everybody can do that. I can easily direct my mind to the base of my spine if I want. Whatever it is, I direct it there. Then, how can I establish it there? Dharanam. That comes the next way. Vaikunta Leela Abhidhyanam. Leela Abhidhyanam. Bhagavan's Leela is so many leelas, so many stories of the reason we have Bhagavatam and Bhagavan comes in Avataram. He manifests so many things, does so many things, plays with beautifully, speaks and acts and appears in front of us in so many different ways. I can pick anyone, any story, any glory, and then my mind can be focused on that. So Leela Vidyanam. Then Samadhanam Tata Atmanaha Tata, in that way, Atmanaha, the mind, can be fixed to the Dharanam by focusing and reminiscing and regurgitating, reflecting on Bhagavan's Leela. And by doing that, Samadhanam. Now, Samadhanam is not necessarily Samadhi, but Samadhi is different. Now, let's not go there. It need not be discussed or anything like that. Very confusing. Point is, I will be with Bhagavan. That is Samadhanam. When I think of Bhagavan, I am with him. I'm very peaceful. So this is how you do. Bring the mind this way to the indweller. Slokam number 6. Swadishniyanam ekadese manasa pranadharanam Vaikunta Leela Vidyanam Samadhanam Tata Atmana. See, Atmana, in this case, Atmana means different things at different places. Atma, the indweller, that means the one entity. It also means body. It also means the mind. So in this case, it means the mind. Number 7. Etehi anyescha patibihi mano dushtam asatpatam. Buddhaya yunjita sanakaihi jata pranaha hi atandritaha. Etehi anyaihi cha patibihi mano dushtam asatpatam. Buddhaya yunjita sanakaihi jata pranaha hi atandritaha. So all these now described. So it says Etaihi this way, in all these different ways. It's just given you so much. In Slokam number, let's go to 7. I think we are in 7, 1 second. Let me get Slokam 7 here. Yeah. So Etaihi, Anyaihi cha, Etaihi by these. Anyaihi cha, now there are other ways also. Anyaihi is very important. There are infinite branches to prema. I mean, prema has got infinite branches. It's always tasmin sahasrasakhe is what the Upanishad says. Tasmin sahasrasakhe, infinite branches are there. Okay, so any way, everything is inviting me only to think of this prema only, to Bhagavan only. So if I look to it, in whichever way that I want, whichever way I connect to it, okay, and nothing wrong. If I look at a cockroach and think that is the embodiment of Bhagavan, my favorite Rama is appearing like this, or Krishna is appearing like this, nothing wrong with that. Or say I look at a statue of Krishna, and the statue vanishes and immediately Krishna appears. It all depends upon, there are so many ways, okay, of infinite ways. Go to the backyard and the breeze is blowing gently and the leaves are slowly dancing, moving in the gentle breeze. And then that can connect you to Bhagavan also. Beautifully, what is it? And then that thought of Bhagavan comes there. So any way that you want, you can enter, but you must be steady and we progress gradually and with determination and all that, looking for Bhagavan at any point, at any place, at any time. So anyaihi cha, pativihi, the pathway, mano, the mana, mind, dushtam. See, dushtam, we know. Dushtam means something that is evil, that is something that is mischievous, something that is violent, something that is non-beneficial. Okay, cruel, whatever it is. Okay? And dushtam, that's what mind does. Mind, what is the one dushtam thing that mind does? It keeps keeps me bonded, shackled to the creation, right? And in that process, all the agitations, the dance, the kaleidoscopic dynamic dances keep on going. I'm not able to get off it. That is the dushtam that the mind does, completely binds me to the creation. But manayeva karanam moksha bandhayoho manushyanam. Okay, manayeva karanam manushyanam moksha bandhayoho. Manomulam idam jagat. That means the whole world is only in the mind only, rooted only in the mind only. Moolam. The other mantra, the basic teaching is mana eva karanam. It's only the mind that is the cause for manushyanam, for people, moksha, for liberation, or bandhayoho, for bondage. It is mind only the reason. But both the cause for the bondage as well as the cause for liberation, depending upon which way I open the lock. So always remember that. Put the key, I open it left, the door opens. I open it right, the door will not open. It's as simple as like that. So here, mano dushtam, it does that bondage. And what does it do? Asat patam. It is the patam means pathway. Asat means all all bad ways it is going. Okay, all evil ways it is taking us, mind. So this is the etaihi anyaihi cha pativihi, with either with all these or with any other method. The mind that is mischievous, that is evil bound and taking you along the bad way, buddhya yunjita. Buddhya, by the buddhi, sanakaihi, slowly and gradually, jita pranaha, the life force, the thing that I am, that consciousness that is there, and that has to be directed towards as one of those vital chakras, right? Mind has to be fixed on that. But Sanakai is slowly, Buddhaya, by this Buddhi is the one that is directing the mind. Okay? Jita pranaha hi atantritaha yunjita. Atantritaha, without laziness, without procrastination, without delay. Laziness is forbidden in our spiritual path. Okay? So, atantritaha, he certainly, buddhya yunjita, the buddhi must control the mind. Buddhya manaha yunjita, the buddhi must control the mind in this way. Slowly, gradually, without delay, without laziness, without postponement, without slack. There should be no slack on this. Okay, along this path or in any other path. And that way, the mind will be taken away from all the evil ways it operates under the forces of the six enemies and will be brought to the lotus feet. Etehi anyaihi cha patibihi mano dushtam asat patam buddhya yunjita sanakaihi chita pranaha atantritaha. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Tanti Tanti Tanti.